So I realized some stuff from last time or whatever, and one thing I'm just going to try to sit back from my mic a bit more. Hopefully, it doesn't become too quiet, but I thought it was a bit loud, so that shouldn't be a problem. What I'm going to be showcasing, I guess, is just like something. It's like the grindy part of this game, which are bounties. And you might be wondering, like, why you want to do bounties. It's because of these, the seasons or whatever, and these ranking up or whatever. So these engrams, Eververse engrams, they can get you pretty cool stuff. These bright dust are like currency, like that are like non-in-game, or no, they're in-game, but like I guess you wouldn't call them your regular currency, and you can get exotics and stuff from them. And if you have the season pass, which I don't, but I mean I could get it if I wanted, you could get like all these other stuff, like essentially for every single rank, and it won't never be spread out. And when you instead of one exotic, you get two, and all that good stuff, and etc. etc. And I'll probably just show off. Now I did all the the little daily things for this, but I'll show the importance, I guess, of the vault or whatever, and all that good stuff. But first, I'll just show what I get from the Eververse thing, and why why you'd probably want to do it yourself. This the grindy part, at least. Uh, the grindiness can come from like any of these, because there's weekly slash daily missions on every single planet or whatever. From the tower. The tower is probably, I guess, the main one, because it's like probably the easiest, because Zavala, who tells you to do bounties and strikes, and sorry, and this guy who not only tells you to do bounties, but they're also like bounties to get you a bunch of really cool stuff regardless. So you should probably do those anyways. If you were like, I don't know, you didn't give a shit and you just wanted to get like some easy bounties out of the way, I definitely recommend this one. Recommend this guy, just because he gives you like all the good stuff, all the good components if you play the game. So let's just show off the Eververse engrams or whatever. It opens them both. Oh, I thought it opened them both. But as you see there, now granted, I didn't really get that good of stuff this time, but they're, yeah, as you can tell, they're not exactly like, they don't exactly have to be the best of things. They're just cool. Yeah, see, it doesn't have to be the best of things, but generally speaking, it can be, okay. Now, I only started using the vault semi-recently, but you should really just store pretty much everything in the vault. Uh, in my case, I just kind of determined the Warlock as the class that I want to use the most, so I'm storing that armor in there. I guess you could store like all the other classes' armor, but I don't know. In my mind, it just gets messy, and I don't like seeing a bunch of dark squares. So, because they're like, you can only have certain armors on certain character classes, anyways. So, yeah, I'm also going to be testing out, at least in the video wise, how much the quality drops from all these particles, and from YouTube's compression system, as well as just using the cutting system on YouTube again. So yeah, I'll just show off the daily bounties on my let me think, probably the hunter class will be best. So you might be wondering why someone wouldn't just get every single bounty from every single person if they just offer good stuff. And I'll show you real quick.
Let's get you back out there.
You pay to receive bounties. So well, that's nice and all. You see that it costs 1,000 each or whatever, and these daily ones cost 250. They're, of course, not exactly the most difficult to complete or whatever.
Put 'em down.
And
Nice and quiet.
granted, it wouldn't be the biggest waste of money if you got one on like accident or whatever. But obviously, if you don't intend to complete it, it's just wasted. And and honestly, again, the reason I say the gunsmith is always worth to do the dailies of is just because I always think that the what is it, the payment is like far more worth than the whatever. Of course, bounties aren't really meant for that, for the grind necessarily. You can just happen to use it for the grind. In reality, it's just so you have a sort of miniature goal, miniature objectives in mind while you're doing, the main mission or whatever the thing you're doing. For example, if you like PvP and you just kind of grind all the time for PvP, and you just have like in general a lot of fun doing FPSs or whatever. You can get bounties from the Crucible guy. I don't really do Crucibles, but if you like Crucibles, you should take these bounties because they're just free XP that you can then turn back into them. I don't know what else he offers or whatever. What all the other guys offer, but you see my point that if you do strikes uh, or do just a bunch of exploring and you just like kind of do you just try and kind of like doing public events from time to time, then the gunsmith is always good. And if you like doing strikes and all, then the Zavala and the gunsmith is always good. uh, the reason I kind of dislike the Zavala and gunsmith in tandem is simply from the fact that they collide so well, and they rarely have like collision, I guess, in their bounties. And even when you do, you can probably splice it a bit, so it's not as bad, anyways. So as you saw, the reason that you should use the vault and not just dismantle, because I used to just dismantle everything that I wouldn't use, and it'd be like tough on me to like get rid of weapons. But then I realized that you can store weapons, and you call me dumb, but because I am, but you can see why a vault is like super important. Um, Duplicates I can always get rid of. Um, if you don't know about the game, I need to stop saying but if you don't know about the game, as you see here, any rare any rare item will always just be the same across the board. But you should always look at the legendary items or I don't know if exotic items have roles, but the legendary items have roles and different little add-ons or whatever. As you see, rampage, opening shot, and all that stuff. And they're not always the same, but these are always the same. So if you have one that's less than the other, you can always dismantle one, as like so, and then you can receive your little stuff right there. But yeah, for the thingy, it asks for pulse rifle, and this is like just the grind, right? I'd say you should just go with your gut on which ones you want to like concentrate on. Zavalas are a bit more specific, so it's probably just the smarter idea to do these ones first. Not that there's any like rush or whatever. These ones you're just gonna complete naturally as long as you do strikes. There's some strikes that will obviously do these better. I failed to name them right now, but these ones and this one. This one might be a bit more concentrated because of void damage. If you're lucky, oh fuck. Yeah, don't do that, by the way. But if you were lucky, I guess you could do XYZ for whatever. But yeah, I have to do bows and pulse rifle / void damage. Of course, if you can get a pulse rifle or, well, I don't know if there's a weapon for every single type of damage or whatever, or a preferable weapon for every single type of damage. But obviously, you saw that void damage was on there and pulse rifle was on there, so you can just do pulse rifle and void damage at the same time. Real nice. That's kind of the biggest fun and the only thing, like probably the most fun thing in the game, I'd say, is just doing a bunch of multitasking all at once. As you see here, strikes, complete the strikes using the same subclass is a weekly thing. As you see, it is arc, which is why I applied arc here. It should be the good one. Let me see. Disoriented. Yeah, that's good enough. But yeah, so by doing like 3 strikes, which is like the optimum amount anyways, before you want to go back to your postmaster to retrieve your items, if you're that kind of player, You can just store in the vault on the go if you have the application for the phone or whatever. But I don't do that. I just go back to the postmaster every now and again, which is about every 3 strikes, which would explain why do the 3 strike limit, which is kind of funny now I'm thinking about it. But you see, there's like a bunch of multitasking you do in the game, and you can just really, achieve a lot in 1 strike in one go. And at 3 strikes, you can pretty much complete like everything. Of course, the most specific one is, I'm pretty sure this always happens. Field, no, not field calibration. The other one. This one is always going to be like the hardest one. It always seems he's going to have one of these ones, a precision challenge. It's not necessarily difficult because of what it is, but rather the specificity of the location will always be a bit more difficult. Strikes are really just the easiest ways to do these things to kill a bunch of stuff with a bunch of stuff, right? Because it's honestly a bit of a hassle to constantly run around, find enemies to kill with a specific weapon, and unless of course you're just a fan of public events. Public events is another way of doing it. But again, because of Zavala, I just kind of just keep it to strikes. Again, the combination is just too nice. But the thing is, like, why should you? But also, it's not. Public events won't always be available to you. So the easiest solution, or I guess easiest way of getting all this good shit, is just have cases where enemies will come to you, or you will just automatically walk into enemies. That's like your objective, right? So just have a bunch of colliding objectives, and that all happens to collide in strikes, because you're just with the exception of some, including this one, you're pretty much under a constant barrage of like enemies or whatever. Which I granted, I guess this can sometimes could be a flaw in the game, but the thing is, since you're normally just gonna run into a bunch of enemies, why don't you do things to it? Again, passive completion of tasks, colliding objectives and all that stuff. Normally I don't use a pulse rifle, but because of this, I have to use a pulse rifle, at least if I want to complete the bounty. And these are daily, by the way, so of course, you can just kind of optionally, I guess you can just kind of opt out of the dailies if you want to just do the weekly, which is fair enough. The weeklies are obviously worth a lot more than dailies. But, some people appreciate the grind. And if you like the game, then it's kind of mandatory. Because the game can be quite boring if you don't, concentrate on XYZ, and you saw right there I got pulse rifle completion. Oh shit, we're trapped. Actually, the easiest way to tell when you're supposed to cut in a video, on YouTube at least, is when the audio just goes to nothing. I do not want to die, so I don't want to bounce off his head on accident. What rank am I actually? I'm 80. Oh, wow. I'm higher ranked than this guy. Man, I never thought I'd see the day where I'm actually higher ranked than people. Oh shit, I'm about to die. Wait, no, I'm not. Okay.
Thanks for your help out here, chosen one. I want you to get in there and figure out what they know.
Speaking of random conversation, I realized in my previous comment a random thought that I had, which is like how that weekly on the strikes can just really get you. Because man, as I said, Arc just really doesn't feel that great on Hunter, and I'd rather have like Void or something. But more so, there's like a bad subclass on like every single one except maybe Warlock, just because you always have Healing Rift. And Healing Rift is like pretty much never bad. Whoops. I don't have to run bow right now, actually. This bow's not worth it in this one. Let's go that. Wait, what did I... Okay, that and that. Wow. Oh yeah, and let me just show a little progress here. Yeah, you see all that good stuff? Yeah. Oh, alright, I forgot about finisher. What is it? Finisher and grenade, probably? No, I had grenade at some point. Okay. Finisher is one you just need to concentrate on, and I marked it down and I just forgot because I'm speaking too much to myself. But if you're playing on your own lonesome, it's fine. It would be fine, I'd say. My fucking lord. YouTube light mode. The hunter has a really cool finisher though. Oh, son of a bitch. That guy smacked me into a wall once. This is probably like the saddest wave run in any game ever. Like I'm not even joking. It like just like I couldn't think of a sadder one, just because they all come through that little barrier and you know, if you have 3 guardians just giving a shit for like half a second, you just kill them all. It's just incredibly funny to me, but maybe that's kind of part of the charm, where they're just kind of throwing stuff at you. Yeah, I don't know why you try to do that, but you always get hit with a loading screen there. I don't think it's something that's specific to people, so I guess he was trying to get as far as he could into it. Maybe they updated resilience since the little article I read. It's possible. Because, I don't know, I just feel... Oh wait, I don't even have recovery on this, do I? I don't think I changed to it. Shit. Maybe that's my problem. I don't have a thing on this, do I? Do I have... I have minor spec. But who the fuck threw a... Okay, whatever. Someone threw a tether fucking ultimate down for this shit. Sweet. Yeah, field calibration you get passively while doing strikes. You can get it faster by doing the nightfall strikes, but it's not really worth it if you intend to do 3 anyways, so... Like, like, I don't know. It's a fucking weekly thing, so... and it takes like 30 minutes to do 3 strikes, so it'd be Don't stand in the middle. Yeah, swords are just the way to go. I'll do the arc charge. I'm feeling nice. Plus, I don't want to deal with all the shit there right now while I'm talking. This is actually the mission where I have had a bunch of lazy teammates. Nobody wanted to do the arc charge. It's kind of a weird stalemate thing. I don't know if it's like an ego thing or whatever. I don't want to like have ego in the fucking game. It's not the problem of me. Like, here's the thing. I do it I gladly do it 100% of the fucking time. With, like, as long as as long as there was the intention by my teammates to do it. I do it 100% of the time. As long as people actually fucking looked at it. But they don't. Nobody looks at it. No one even looks at the, looks at the objective. They just try to run forward. And they don't even, like, try. It's just it's so sad. And I'm just like, okay... Like, I guess we're in stalemate, because, like, you can't go forward unless you do something. and I'm not gonna do it for you. So call me petty, but I feel like some people need the pettiness in their own lives, so they realize that like, hey, people aren't just gonna fucking do it for you. I fucked that up, but whatever. And they're all always high ranks too. I always expected of the high ranks. That's why I like low ranks better. When I play with low ranks better, I always again I feel much more appreciative. Who am I getting fucking? That's a little glitch, by the way. That should it's happened to me before. While I'm the person who's farthest ahead in the thing, it is the most annoying shit in the world. I don't know why it happens. It just happens. I guess it's probably not a glitch. It's obviously not like a glitch or whatever, but it's just so stupid to me that the person farthest ahead gets teleported saying you're gonna join your allies. Like, okay, who am I joining? Like, dude, just give us a teleport if you want us to do that. Do they wait? Are they partnered with the same ult or something? Like what? Okay, who's doing mid? Am I doing mid? I'll do mid, I guess. Oh my god, someone. Oh, this is this. Oh my god. Here, I'm gonna go left then. If you're gonna go mid. People just don't know how to do this. Oh my god, Jesus! People just don't know how to do this. I swear. They just don't know how to do this part. I wonder if like people just refuse to learn, or if he's just like, or if he's playing selfishly. But it's whatever. It doesn't take that long. You just stand on these 3 pads. You have 3 people who have to stand on 3 pads. I don't think it's that difficult to understand. Wait, why is it new lowering? How long does that take? Oh wait, shit. Whoopsies, I fucked that up. I don't know why I did that. Whatever, I already screwed that up. If you ever wonder why I jump off the edge, it's because you can. It's because it feels more convenient to me than pressing tab. I'm not even joking. It just feels better to me. Also, wait, is that 3? That was 3. These people weren't that bad. Although I also hate people who try to revive after the mission's over. That's the other thing that's annoying to me. I don't know if it's pet peeve. It would be considered pet peeve. I just think it's stupid.
We're approaching the temple, Petra.
Copy that. Standing by.
Forgot to use a finisher. I keep forgetting about that. I don't use my finisher at all. It's probably my, I wouldn't say a flaw, but I just don't use it at all. Although finishers are quite useful because it takes you out of combat. Like, things don't damage you while you're doing your finisher. Which is, I guess, like, it's an invincibility frame of use. If you needed it. Plus, if you have the thing where finishers heal you, which is a little add-on to your armor that you can do, then obviously those 2 things combined, you get, you know, you just get like a free life essentially.
We're heading inside now.
As long as you have the ability to do the finisher.
You're looking for one of the queen's
Obviously, you don't always have the ability to do the finisher.
tech witches, you guardians call them. Her name is Sadia.
It's a D.
But she can be saved.
We.
Try to kill you. Much as you might like to do the same, you must spare her.
You must spare. I don't remember that dialogue actually. Okay. I don't know how you died there, but. Oh yeah, because finishers bring you close to a person, bring you close to an enemy.
I can get us to the bottom of the
but
cover me.
but obviously you can't always do a finisher, so you can use your punch to bring you close to an enemy if they rocket you off of something, which is very nice, or not nice, but convenient. A little thing that you could know if you gave a shit. It said I was the last Guardian alive, which was weird. It's a little bit glitchy. It's not like it's an important glitch, but saying that you're the last one alive when you're not is kind of weird.
Watch out.
You might have grenade kills. So from what I could tell, the bounties might actually differ across classes, but they don't differ that much across accounts. That is to say, two different people will likely have the same bounty, the same bounties. The bridge is cool. Some machine guns. Let me just say that I guess you could say, I don't know. I find them unexpectedly, stupidly overpowered. But some machine guns and pistols, sidearms are just stupid. Like for some reason, sidearms are better than hand cannons, and some machine guns are better than like every other auto rifle or anything or any bullshit like that. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't just use a submachine gun during, like, I don't know. Especially with the anti-barrier option. You really can just, you know, shred through everything. Like, I wanted to love hand cannons, but they're just so underwhelming. Like, even the ones where the shots fucking explode, like, it's just underwhelming damage in comparison to, like, everything else. It's just so annoying. They're just not powerful enough. I'd imagine, obviously, if you had, like, an exotic, it'd probably be better, but, you know, everything's better with an exotic, so kind of a useless point to say. I use this on this guy. Good job. My god, 0 healing. Oh wait, I might have had to have mons. Yeah, that's a problem. Yeah, that'd be the problem. Let's build resilience out of spite. Actually, wait. I'll build resilience out of spite of not resilience. Oh, we died. Okay. Interesting. Wait, how many people do we have? Oh, there's only 2. Oh, the other guy left. That's why I was a bit too chillaxed, and I'm using Arc on fucking Hunter. Damn. Okay, let's do this as fast as possible, I guess. Yeah, resilience makes such a difference, huh? Having literally any invested stats makes a lot of difference, huh? Oh, well, fuck. Why are you trying to revive me? You fucking retard. Jesus, just go into the next area where you're safe. Yeah, look at, see that? You 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 see why you don't do that? That's why you don't do that. That's why you don't unnecessarily revive. That's why it's so stupid. He was literally just about to make us restart again. Holy shit. For anyone watching, always, unless it's like just a leisurely stroll in the park, just always prioritize making progress or whatever over reviving. Might be douchey for like a second, but then you realize like, well, I mean, if I die, then we have to restart anyway. So like, what's the difference? Like, I mean, I'd rather waste 20 seconds of our time than, you know, fucking 30 minutes, right? Now that's an exaggeration, but it's, you know, you're making a decision. You're making a decision whenever you go out of your way to fucking revive someone. You're saying, oh, I'm risking doing this for no reason. Especially since I was going to auto respawn. Like, you see how far ahead I am? You know, not that far ahead, but he'd be farther ahead, and we'd all be farther ahead. And he's high rank, so he obviously probably knows the layout, so. Oh my fuck. No, maybe he doesn't know he might not know the layout. He may not know the layout. So I'm gonna play this through regardless, just because of the arc completion thingy. Oh, great. What, is he glitched ahead or something? How does this make sense? I don't even remember him. Did he spawn ahead? What? Because I'm pretty sure the other guy that was level 70 left. Easy. Anyways. Yeah, this guy only has like one regeneration possibility, and that's from his punch. I could use the gun, the Monte Carlo, on him, and... What the fuck? Okay, that was weird. Did he back up at like the last second? I swear he was in front of me. Like, I don't know, even if I make all my shots, this just feels so underwhelming. I honestly just, I wish the design, the thing stayed true to the design or whatever. Oh, now he's speedrunning. Yeah, and I hate people who change pace as well. That's another pet peeve. People who
That's the witch. Remember,
change pace randomly. Like, oh, I'm gonna play slow and revive, and then I'm not. And they're just not doing that at all. I swear, resilience like lowers recovery, but I'm pretty sure it's just because you're getting a bunch more. Yeah, this guy has like zero punch. He has like zero punching power, huh? What is he doing? Is he waiting? Is he literally just waiting for the? Just throw it.
watch that debris.
The falling guillotine's too good. Hands down coolest and most useful sword. This is probably gonna be a short video because I'm gonna be cutting a lot, probably. I could just knock cut, but I don't give a shit. I don't need to complete anything. What the fuck? I don't know how that one guy keeps dying. It's just like weird to me. Like, I'm not even dying on purpose. All my deaths are like on incidents. Like, I've been toxic and died on purpose, like, before the end or whatever, and it just, I don't know, it doesn't really make sense. Like, this guy's not dying on purpose. I think they really just suck. I think they just honestly suck. They try to speedrun and they fail at speedrunning. They probably make up some kind of excuse about being stupid. I don't know. Oh, great. My jump was stalled a lot. Yeah, the hunter's jump just kind of sucks, huh? Okay, well, that was a nice revive. Again, useless revive, prioritizing revive over, like, you know, just winning the game. Really stupid. Damn it, I don't have the other gun. Okay, well, there we go. Sadly, this thing doesn't end until whenever. Please stop. Thank you. I don't know what's the revive party in this. I don't even think revivals are a stat. Or a useful stat. Revival just talks about how much time you waste in a revival. It's actually more useless when you're playing fucking Nightfall Strikes or whatever, because you know people are wasting time on reviving you when they could be getting like 3 times as many points doing anything else. He's the one that departed first. That's just funny. Yeah, there's a stupid player. I don't know. Anyways, watch. This is the most satisfying thing right here. Sorry, I don't know. I only have one special grenade launcher. I have to share between all 3 classes. Anyways, that'll probably be it. I showed off that little thing. You saw the little bunch of items pop up on the right. The only adjustment I make to this game is the whole next activity starts in blank. Why? Because I don't know. Just have people press like an E button to like press fucking W, Q, anything. Like literally just have people press a button if they want to queue up for the next activity, for the next random strike. Because you're just kind of like supporting unnecessary, unintended toxicity when you have like automatic join queues, because people just forget. They just like get up, like fucking get a drink of water or something, and like they're in the next goddamn strike, and like now there's like fucking there's an AFK on this random team of people, and it's like, oh my god, we got an AFK. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I randomly queued up for this, like, and I forgot that it automatically does it, and it takes like 15 years to return to orbit. It just doesn't make any sense. Like it's not very cohesive at all. Probably the biggest adjustment that you can make to the game is that alone.